Good morning, folks. Jake from Walkie Farm here, and we're just about to take the cows out of their paddock and put them in a new one. So I'll quickly do that. And once again, apologies for the rough video work while I do this. I like to start filming straight away because I think watching them run through the cells, lots of fun, but it's also hard to do single-handed, especially without getting electrocuted. So now we're not hot, but I want to roll this up quick. Otherwise, see how that hot wire drops on the ground there? They run over it. It's bad training. So I think they're ready for a move, so that might be enough. That's only a little laneway, but they are pretty full. Harder to move when they're full. Come on. Who's coming? Yeah, that's a good sound. Betsy, thank you. Our poos are still a bit sloppy. See if we can focus that. As you can see, still very rich pasture. A few of the cows are a bit shitty on the back end, but nice shine, and a couple of these are fat as mud. Here's Gugu, and she is just fat. That's a compliment. Don't look at me like that. That's a compliment. Fatso. Look at this. Dundon. I had him over the back bush block with Kaya the bull. That steer's giving him a bit of how-to. And because Kaya jumped back, I thought I may as well go and get him and bring him back in. So there's actually 3 bulls in this tiny little mob now. So that's Dundon there, and he's actually Gugu's previous calf. This big brown cow is just telling her how fat she is. And even though I think Kaya's going to be doing all the work in this mob, I didn't know if he'd be ready. He's not a year old. He was born December last year, so he's 10 months old. Could be 9, I'm not sure when exactly in December he was born, but he's already mounting. You know, these Nguni are so fertile. I actually bought some African chickens yesterday and I filmed a video, but I got a phone call halfway through the video and it stopped recording. So I'm now putting my phone on do not disturb mode when I'm filming. And I will upload that. I'll try to do it today. I started filming again. I just need to jump on my computer and stitch the 2 videos together, which I hate doing. I do everything off Wi-Fi. We don't have internet out here, so it just takes ages to upload it into the cloud and download and blah, 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 blah. Come on. Come on. Now we're grazing into some really nice pasture here. I'm going to go up. I just want to see one come through. I guess it doesn't matter. They'll figure it out. I want to go up here and show you sort of what we're grazing. And we'll get another recovery. But it's been very dry. We're having a very dry spring. Nearly 2 months into spring and hardly any moisture the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks. So we'll get another recovery, but we're really not going to be doing much grazing into summer. So I've actually been speaking to a gentleman about selling him a few Nguni. I'm not going to sell purebreds, but I've got a few F1, F2 heifers that I'm going to sell him. You know, somebody wants to get, he's a Nigerian gentleman. Geez, I love it when Africans call me. I get to talk to, oh, who just did that? Oh, it fell off. I love it. I answer the phone. Hello, this is Jake. Hello, Jake. This is Emmanuel. How are you? I just love it. It's so classy. There's just this sophisticated reverence in their deep accent. I am ringing about the Nguni. We're going to church here at a local Catholic church, and the priest there for a while was from one of the islands, the Solomon Islands or something, and he sounded very similar in his sermons, and I just loved it. Yeah, there's no microphones or anything. It's a really big church, so I had a hard time understanding everything, but it was lovely. Look at them, up to the belly in grass. We haven't had that for a while. Esma, you're okay. Otto, can you grab her so she's not scared? Hey, big boy, just felt him breathe down my back. When are you going to carve, Gelato? Hey? Otto! Get your sister. Rightio, so let's have a look. We've got a few thistles, which have just about to flower. So what I normally do is I come and just nick them off at the floor with a hoe before they set seed, let their taproot work its magic. And then in here we've got some sorrel, some ryegrass, some barley grass, a little bit of cape weed, which we call sunflower. There's vetch coming up, and in patches all over the place. This looks a bit less, but there is a stack of sub clover, white clover. There's another one, what's it called? Not hairy clover, something like that though. A few different varieties of clover coming up. What are you? Look at the size of the flowers on here, eh? It's been battling a bit, a few holes in it and different things. I've been spraying out my compost tea. I've got my home brewed compost tea on the back of the ute. Sprayed out about 500 litres. So I've got another 500 to do today. We're really just trying to add biology. And so once we brew it, we want to get it out quick, smart. It doesn't store. So I finished the brew this morning. That's a vetch. Do you like that, Nkombe? I love these slick tails the Nguni have. It's like a whip. Very thin, fine-haired tail all the way to the end. So see where that growth starts on the base of the tail there? You could basically, where that long hair starts, you could cut it with a pair of scissors and you wouldn't nick the flesh. They've got fine hair all the way down the actual structure of the cow, and then where the tail stops growing, you can see it up there on a first cross. It's carried through. Oh, sorry, that's a purebred. That's Toxa. See it here again. Just very clean. So we're going to do another. We've nearly finished our first complete pass for spring. We'll get another one in, and then I'm very likely going to, unless we get a big rain event, I'm talking sort of 30-40 mil plus, unless we get something like that, we're going to be completely destocking this farm. I'm culling pretty hard on the southern block, selling a few, pushing heaps through to the abs. I've got about 10 steers ready to go on one block. Then I'll move all my yearling steers over to that finishing block. We'll get rid of all these onto one of the southern block, because those blocks down south, I'm talking between 30 and 60 minutes south. There's 3 blocks down there. They're on river flats and they've got a really good perennial base. So even in the dry season, their growing window's a lot longer. They start growing earlier. They finish growing later. The tap roots are deeper on those river flats. They're probably punching down through the clay into a bit of the gravel base. There's a few quarries next door, so it's a bit of a gravel area. And they just hold up a lot better, a lot longer. This farm packs up quick. Princess there, I'll have to look up when she calved, but she's probably not too far away from having her second. Look at the shine on Betsy. Isn't she lovely? Hey, someone got zapped. And aren't the calves looking great? Little stonkers. Real sappy things. They're flying around the paddocks all day. Lovely to be grazing. Lovely to have all this beautiful feed and to be... I'll show you where they've just come out of. The plant density is not amazing because we really got it very bare over winter, and then we did the keyline plough. So you can see the plant density. There's a lot of bare ground. But the way we're grazing, we are establishing some ground cover, which we've never had here. And we're obviously leaving enough forage behind enough leaf behind that the recovery is going to be pretty good, especially if we do manage to get some rain. Are you going to jump that, Dundon? Can I push you over? Come on. Hit. Come on. Over you go. Over you go. Nah, they're too broke. I know the fence is too hot. We'll get him in. That's the young bull that I just joined in, and he's a bit... I I put him in the mob and he's been out for a couple of months. You know, there's a settling in period where everyone bullies a new animal and chases them around, gives them a hard time, even though they know him. See? The dams are quite low. When we moved here, all these dams were overflowing. Feels like it hasn't rained since. Rightio. That's a bit of a mob check today, guys.